Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 7 and here we will discuss about what is making excuses, why do people make excuses, and how to stop making excuses. Before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Rizqina Zami Kautsarani from Constitutional Law Study Program, Fakulty Sharia and Law, UIN Sunan Ampel, Surabaya. Here, I will explain the meaning of making excuses and the reason why do people make excuses. Making excuses is a natural human response. We are social creatures and we care what others think about us and want to fit in. Rather than face uncomfortable conversation and feelings, we make excuses and avoid responsibility. People who make excuses may feel happy in the moment because they've avoided a bit of pain. In the long term, however, they will be less fulfilled and can feel anxious or depressed. So, why do people make excuses? Making excuses can almost be traced back to one of three reasons, that is, fear, uncertainty, or lack of purpose. And the first, fear. Making excuses can almost be traced back to one emotion, that is, fear. Fear can come in many forms. Perhaps you make excuses about going after your dreams because you're afraid of failure. You may make excuses about your weight or your health because of self-doubt and lack of confidence. It is not easy to stop making excuses and face your fears, but it can be done. And the second, uncertainty. As human beings, we all have 6 human needs that drive our decisions. One of most powerful needs is uncertainty. We are driven to avoid pain and seek out things that we know will bring us pleasure. That's why it's so tempting to stay in your comfort zone or pick up bad habits. When we face a situation that we're not certain about, our brains prefer making excuses over dealing with uncertainty. But you can override these natural impulses and stop making excuses.
Hi, I am Sivanaya Nadila Putri. You can call me Siva. I will give 6 tips how to stop making excuses. At the first, embrace fear and failure. That's something that is bound to happen sooner or later. So, instead of constantly being alert about it, make sure that when it happens, you are ready to get up and try again. Second, don't overthink. It's the first mistake that we do when we are confronted with a decision. Therefore, we tend to overthink things until we give up and make an excuse instead. Take a risk and trust your gut feeling. Third, don't compare yourself to others. You are your own person and you should embrace that. People can say whatever they want, but as long as you are content with yourself, you won't be needing any excuses. Fourth, change your habits. Your habits dictate the course of your life. The better they are, the less you'll be using excuses in your life. Once you start changing your life, you will see a massive difference and you will feel much better. 5. Stay realistic. To get rid of the excuses, you need to have goals, but as I previously said, keep them realistic and attainable. Even small goals can bring you changes. The key is to keep trying and do not give up. 6. Stop blaming others and take responsibility for your actions. It's no one's fault that things are not working the way you want them to. It's your fault and the result of your own behavior. You need to accept this and take responsibility instead of dwelling on your own mistakes. Okay, that's all I can give tip.
Hi everyone, my name is Suci Wulandari. I'm from group 7. In here, I will give you guys about motivation, makes excuse and makes a chance. What happened with students, and I see this all the time. They start university but with the mindset that they're constantly looking for excuse about why things aren't going the way they want, why they're disappointed with their exam result, why they don't think their professor is teaching them effectively, why they keep getting up late and missing classes, and when you do that, you take all the power you have in your life and you give it away. You just throw it all away because you're blaming other people by blaming your professor or your university or your friend or your family or your circumstance. You give your power away today, but you need to embrace it. Think about a list that you tell yourself to rationally being lazy when you take the easy road, and you leave discipline behind when you say to yourself, I start studying for my exam tomorrow, and the exam deadline is getting closer and closer, and a few days before the exam you realize you haven't started studying yet, and the panic exam sets in, the sleep snake begin. It's too late. You sit dry day to the exam. You sit at your desk, you open the exam paper for the first time, and you experience that all too common sinking feeling where you realize you don't know the answer to any of the question. You know what I'm talking about with all Benjir is the excuse and the lack of discipline that are taking you down paths that you should be going. There are a million reasons why you're disappointed, but the reasons are not important. What is important is what you do about it. If it's important, is you how going to spin it so that you take advantage of the situation failed exam. Good. Study 2 hours a day extra from had an argument with a friend. You just had a crucial lesson in social sense. Try to stay more calm next time. Keep waking up late and getting to class late. Good. Go to sleep early and wake up earlier. Tomorrow, whatever your problems are visible, you just have to preserve. And as you work at brick by brick, you may start out awfully inefficient and incompetent at studying, but being willing to put in the work and get it on and become someone when people actually look up to and admire at that moment in your life, you'll realize it was worth it. All the pain, the suffering, the late night study, it's all worth it.